It's Tanya here again. I'm here today to show you some fine-tuning to your brushing and flossing techniques that you do at home that can really help make a difference when you come in for your hygiene appointments. We'll start with brushing. Here is a model that I'm going to use to demonstrate for you. And here's the electric toothbrush, which most of you use at home and are familiar with. So the bad habit that a lot of people tend to get into when they're brushing their teeth is holding a toothbrush flat against a gum surface and a tooth surface. Now, if you're holding the toothbrush flat, it is going to clean your teeth okay, and it's going to clean the tops of your gums okay. But what it's actually missing is a very important piece called the cervical margin here. And the cervical margin is where a lot of people develop heavy plaque, and then when the plaque sits right near the gum line, you can develop cavities along the gum line, which are very difficult to fill, and they progress very rapidly. So a fine technique that you can use instead of holding it flat is just giving the brush a tip towards your gum tissue at about a 45-degree angle, and then just go along the margins and sweep down towards the teeth. And the same thing with the bottom teeth. You're going to come in like this and just give it a 45-degree tip towards your gum line, and that's going to get right into that little pocket and right around the cervical margin, and then you're just going to sweep it up and clean your teeth. It provides a more healthy cleaning for your gum tissue, so your gums won't have that red inflamed look around the gum line, and it just removes more plaque and helps the mouth be a lot healthier. And the other technique that I wanted to show you today is for flossing. A lot of people, I'm going to separate the mouth here for a minute so you can get a better look. Just a regular piece of floss. Now, every tooth has what we call a little interproximal space here, or a triangle of gum tissue that fills in that tooth. Let me hold that up a little bit better so you can see it. And that triangle of gum tissue is very important, because if it's not flossed properly, it can be very inflamed and very painful, and doesn't look so pretty either. So the first part you need to do when you're flossing your teeth, and I'll show you on a back tooth just because you can see it better. You want to hear the little snap, which is you just heard right now. Now that snap is great because that's what's cleaning the contact spot between your teeth. But what happens is if you pull the floss out right after that snap, you're missing this, again, triangle of gum tissue. So when you go in, you want to hear the snap, and then you're going to come along one side of the tooth, sweep it up, and then come along the other side of the tooth. And then push it. You don't have to push hard, you actually just let it slide right into the gum, and then you can pull the floss out. So that way you've cleaned the contact point between the teeth, and then you've gone a little bit further and actually cleaned out that little space between the gum and the tooth. That's going to, again, help for better periodontal health, better bone health, and better gum health. And it's called the wrapping technique because you saw me wrap it around the tooth, or the C-shaped technique because the floss is shaped and curved like the letter C around the base of the tooth. So that's my advice for some fine-tuning of your techniques for brushing and flossing at home. I hope this helps, and have a great time.